Today was the 11th of February 2024, so let's just figure out what we're doing here. I think we just need more cobble for this shit. Continue with these patterns, I suppose. Finish these corner patterns, then get more cobble. Yeah, so today I need to go to sleep next in-game night, otherwise I'm gonna get this fucking annoying mobs. So today I woke up at around 9. The bed felt amazing. It was one of those days when you wake up and it's so hard to get out of bed. Not necessarily because you're still tired, because that's quite common, but when you wake up and your bed just feels unreasonably comfortable. It was one of those days. But I knew that I had to be at the hospital, and I'm like, you know what, just fucking get up, bitch. So after a little bit of self-counting down, I say, alright, get up in 10 seconds. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't get up. Alright, now I'll get up in so-and-so, whatever. Is that gonna work? Z, no. What if I do Y? There you go, Y is the one. So, I got up and made some waffles. My dad's girlfriend was giving me some aggro about it because apparently we didn't have enough room. But it's just fucking bullshit. We had plenty of room. I mean, if I wasn't in a rush to get to the hospital, I probably would have just left it. But I was like, look, we've got loads of room. You're chatting shit. Alright, I need this. What? I just did Y and it worked. Is it because I did Z and then Y? Oh my god. Oh, I'm gonna do Z now. I've done it the wrong way around. Z. Nope. That actually looks correct from here, but it's not. Oh my god, yes. Man, this is such a weird fucking system. Why can't I just rotate with the scroll wheel or a hotkey here? Why do I have to use that fucking table? So yeah, had my waffles. Just started to run out of Nutella. I couldn't finish all my mixture or batter without running out of Nutella, but by the time I'd run out, I was full anyway. So I got ready and left. Made sure I didn't stink. Just put some fucking deodorant on. I'm pretty sure I didn't stink anyway, but it's kind of one of my biggest fears. It's smelling bad. Because I'm pretty confident everywhere else in how I hold myself in interactions. But the one thing I can never really be 100% sure of is do I smell nice? If I could be 100% sure of that, I would be like fucking the Limitless Man. I'd be able to. I mean, yeah, I'd be so much more confident in all scenarios. It's just that little voice, like, dude, you might smell right now, so don't be so confident. Yeah. But yeah, so that's why I just put a little bit of deodorant on, even though I was probably fine. And drove to the hospital. Even on, I'm gonna title this today's episode, I fucking hate horses, or I hate horses. I don't know. The reason why is because upon exiting the road that my house is on to get to the main road, there's a car parked to my left as I come out of the T-junction, which is illegal. You can't park that close to a junction in the UK. It has to be about 15 meters. It's some like farmer's car. And on the road, there is about probably over, and I'm not exaggerating, over 30 horses and carriages. And I fucking don't like horses. But you know, if people like horses and it's their hobby, I don't give a shit. But just enjoy your hobby out of the road. You're literally playing in a road. Like, do you see me playing on rail tracks? No. It's a fucking place for transport. Why are you playing on a road? Because you are playing. You're not. It's not a practical method of transport at all. They're slow. You have to feed them. They shit everywhere, which is a big problem. There was shit all over the road. All over the road. I only saw about 30, but I'm sure there was way more before and after I was there. There was shit all over the road. Do they clean it up? No. If you don't clean up your dog shit, you get fined. But horse shit is like 5 times bigger than dog shit. But for some reason, we just don't bother with a fine about that. You know, it's like, oh, but it's too big, we can't clean it up. Well, don't fucking walk them on the road then. I think it's so unbelievably stupid and obnoxious to take your horse on a public road. It's so fucking just obnoxious and rude. I would even say rude. So yeah, I mean, it didn't matter really, because I mean, they never really comment at work if I'm late, but that was just another fucking interruption. And you know, it wasn't that big of a deal. It was over pretty fast. I think I'm getting the hang of this now. Oh, fucking hell, I'm not doing this the most efficient way, I know. Okay, so I have. Oh. Right, so if I just copy all of these and just fucking flip it with the same way I flipped that, that's good. Boom. Boom. So yeah. Oh no, wait, I've just skipped a massive part of the day. Before the horses pissed me off. Wait, so did I use Z? I think I used Z. Z. Yes. Wait, that's not right. Come on. Right, if I had to use my eyes, that'll be the one. Yes. All right, so yes, I woke up and wait. No, yeah, no. So the horse is oh no, it's wrong. Oh my god. So the horses wound me up on the way to the. I'm gonna copy this and flip it upside down. I can do that pretty easily. On the way to the restaurant, but or wound me up on the way to the hospital was a very slow driver in front of me who was going like 5 miles an hour over speed bumps. So I just fucking mate. Oh my god. Anyway, it's no big deal. Got to the hospital, parked in the fucking free parking pet shop, and walked into the hospital. And so we want this. No, so we want to flip this. I need to go to bed. So yeah, parked up at the free parking, walked to the hospital. Today was an Action Bronson day. I was listening to Action Bronson all day, and dude, fucking hell, his music is really. I mean, I've heard his music before, but today for some reason it was just hitting different. I don't really know why. I just came across one song on my playlist, and I'm gonna listen to a full-on Action Bronson playlist. And dude, I was just feeling it, man. You know those days when you're listening to music you've heard before, but for some reason that day it's just way different. This was one of those days, guys. Action Bronson day. So yeah, got into the hospital. I went straight up to the ENT area, the ears, nose, and throat area, and had a look inside of. Went to open the door where the motherfucker usually is. He told me it was going to be closed, but he said just talk to a nurse and I'll see you. Talk to a nurse and tell him that I would see you. And that's exactly what I did. You know, I went there and went to find this guy, and the fucking door was locked, and I was like, oh shit. So I went downstairs and asked the receptionist, and you know, I kind of already knew that they aren't going to be able to help me because so far, as I've said a few times, my experience has been basically um, doctors have been great, but the receptionists and admins have been fucking shit. I mean, they've been kind, but shit at their job. Like when it comes to like just simple data entry, they have no record of my surgery. They have no record of any visits. they have no record of the doctors that I'm talking about and mentioning my name. Yes, I'm spelling it correctly. Well, actually, I don't know that for sure. Maybe the names that I have are shorter versions of longer Asian names or something. But I mean, yeah, hospitals are big places. The employees literally don't know each other. Which, I mean, I don't know. I feel like they could make a more of an effort to like meet and know each other. But yeah, they literally don't know each other. I see two doctors bump into each other and talk about my case, and that was like the first time they've ever spoken. Because I think lots of doctors actually move from hospital to hospital quite frequently. I wouldn't know. I'm not really in the industry. Quite enough. But yeah, they don't fucking know each other. It's a bit all over. Okay, what was I here for? I came back to sleep. Oh, that's looking pretty good actually. That's looking pretty good. I like that. That's the first time I'm building something and I can actually get down with it. That's nice. I need more string. I should have just stayed up and killed spiders. Let's get more cobble whilst I'm here. Should I break this? I don't know. Alright, let's clear my inventory for a sec. Let's move. Get a shovel. So yeah, I remember, yes, I was walking around the hospital, the lady at the desk, she was very lovely, but she couldn't help me. She didn't know what I was talking about. I explained that I'm aware that the ENT is closed today, but I was told to come anyway and talk to this doctor, who I had the name of. And she was like, oh, I don't know. She made some calls, but she couldn't find anything for me. Lovely lady, wearing like a dark blue kind of costume, and the reason why I mentioned that will be important in a second. And then she can't help me, so I just walk around for a bit. I'm like, shit. So I try and go to this other desk that I know. There's no one there. I just try lots of other desks, and somewhere I think to myself, okay, this doctor specialises in the ears, nose, and throat. If I was a doctor that specialised in ears, nose, and throat, and I'm here on a Sunday, where would I be? Unfortunately, my answer was just, well, the ENT clinic, but that's closed. I'm like, okay, so where the fuck would I be? I was wandering around for a bit. Hospitals on Sundays are weird places, just lots of family visiting, wheeling people that look like they're about to die outside on a wheelchair so they can have one cigarette. It's pretty weird. And then I'm just walking around, and at one point I'm on the second floor, and there's sort of like a balcony looking down to the ground floor, and I'm just leaning on it like, I might have to go home here, this would have been a whole waste of time. And I'm like, fuck man, this is annoying. This is annoying now. Because this is the one doctor who hadn't fucked me over yet. And I was like, this is pissing me off now. And I'm like, and as I'm literally about to stop leaning on the wall to leave, I hear him call my name. He says Mister, and then my full Christian name, which is quite funny because nobody calls me by my full name. And I was like, oh my god, I was happy. I mean, I was just so happy to hear that. I was like, oh fucking thank god. So he just found me by chance, just by walking around, I guess. For some reason he didn't call me, because we don't have their number. I mean, I can understand why they don't give out doctors' personal numbers, because people just fucking harass them. But, oh man, like, can you just give me his number? I'm safe, you know, just give me his number. I'll call him like once, max. I just need to know where he is. He told me he was in today. And he wasn't today. He just found me by chance, thankfully. I suppose that's kind of the sign of my luck turning, which is good. And buzzed us into this locked building with his card, and he sat me down in. First of all, he sat me down in like the room that I've been in a few times. He had a look at the ear, said that looks better. I was happy to hear that. Oh no, that broke quicker than I expected. Sat me down, all was good, and then he took me outside again. He said, "Wait, I need to go and get some stuff." And we went and sat down in a new room that I've never been in before. And this room was beautifully lit by just natural sunlight. I should mention that today was a fucking beautiful day. The sun came through the window just fucking gracefully. I'm trying to think of posh adjectives. And it was just really nice, and just something made me feel like, oh man, this is a good day. I'm gonna go down with this iron pick, man. I'm gonna go down with 2 iron picks, boy. Doesn't make really any sense, because oh fuck, why am I doing that? I've got diamonds now. So yeah, he sat me down in this chair and took the cotton buds and the wire out of my ear. It was quite painful, and he was telling me to not just bear the pain, let me know if it's painful. But I'm like, well, that means he's just gonna do it slow. I'm like, just fuck it, let's do it. And I managed to make him laugh a little bit. I mean, maybe doctors are good at fake laughing. I don't know. I always think like these guys are gonna be so like desensitized to just fucking. They're probably really good at dealing with people. So I don't know if I'm being charismatic and funny or if he's just doing his job and making me feel good. But yeah, he's asked me how's the year. As I said I've been getting lots of attention. Some of the customers at the restaurant ask me what happened. I tell them I'm an employee, part-time at a zoo, and I got attacked by a penguin or something. And he was like, yeah, you always feel good when you make someone laugh. But yeah, so he wetted this cotton a little bit, and he said, because the first time I had this done under anesthesia, he had this sort of clay. It probably wasn't clay, but it looked a lot like clay. It could mold to the shape of my ear, plastic clay-looking thing. And he had that, and and it looked much more presentable too. You know, it was pretty sleek. You know, I didn't have to put a bandage over it like I have recently. But then a superior doctor recommended cotton, like cotton buds. And the reason why he didn't like cotton buds is because they'd connected to my stitches, which was quite painful to get rid of. And he said this is why I didn't do this shit, because now it's connecting. But you know, it wasn't the end of the world. He just wetted it a little bit, and yeah, it was quite painful to take out, but it's fine now. Yeah, the pain immediately, once it's out, the pain immediately stops. It feels great now. It feels back to normal, and I'm happy to say it basically looks back to normal now. They were telling me that I have to prepare to be deformed in my ear for life, and I'm like, that's fine, really. I mean, cauliflower ear, deformed is a scary word, but cauliflower ear is something I'm pretty like comfortable with, I guess. You know, I was kind of expecting it. I've been doing this for a long time. Deformity is a scary word though, but you know, cauliflower is fine. So I was fine with that. But I said, hey, it would be nice to get this a little bit smaller because it was pretty big, and it was stopping me from doing my day-to-day things like putting earphones in and just lots of other shit. And after the surgery, you know, he took the thing off. It looks fucking like nothing ever happened. So I'm very happy with the results, you know. Yeah, I mean, for a while I just kind of accepted that my ear was going to be a little bit fucked for life. But now, yeah, I'm very happy. Because there was at some point I was actually really quite bummed out about it, because it does change the way I look. And I mean, I suppose I would say that I was insecure about it, especially when I would sort of think, well, I don't really notice people's cauliflower ears. But then when I went to work, people were noticing it immediately and being like, whoa, what's that? Assuming that, like, oh, it's going to get better so I can make fun of him for it. But like, no, this is permanent if you don't get it treated. So I was a little bit insecure about it, but now it's gone. You know, I'm very happy. Problem is now, there is still a little bit of an open wound. So I have like a little, just much more discreet bandage on it. You can barely tell. And I'm obviously still on antibiotics, making sure, you know, this doesn't get infected. I'm just digging one way in a 5x5. I like to do this sometimes, I don't know why. Just to get more cobble, even though I'm mining other shit too. But yeah. So came out of the hospital. I said, you know what? I'm gonna miss you, doctor. I said, you know, I hope I don't see you again, but if I do see you again, I won't be upset. And he was like, okay, goodbye. So I left him and was walking out of the hospital, pretty good mood. And you know, I'm happy to say, following yesterday's episode, you know, I maintained a good mood for basically the whole day. It was a good fucking day, man. As I was leaving the hospital, I called my nan to let her know that I was going to come round because I need to wash again. To be honest, I probably didn't need to, but you know, I just like to be extra sure that I smell good, especially working in a restaurant. It's double important. If you're going training, it doesn't matter that much, but working in a restaurant around people, service based, I think it's very important, especially when the love of my life works at the restaurant as well. That's quite important. And as I called her, she reminded me I left her charger when I had the operation on Wednesday, so she reminded me to turn back and get it. I'm not sure if I mentioned, but on Wednesday I did leave the charger, and within 20 minutes I immediately called and said hi. I told them my bed number, I told them my name. I said I left this charger. Please could you put it in lost property for me? I'll be back on Sunday. And they said yes, no problem. I turn up to where the recovery unit was. I turn up, and they don't have it. And I was like, are you serious? How do you not have it? But I wasn't very surprised. Because when it comes to anything that isn't treatment of the body, they're fucking useless. But hey, at least they're good at the one thing. If I was to leave a review, that's what it would be. They're useless at everything. I mean, they're fantastic at looking after your body and medicine, but they are dreadful at everything else. Apart from keeping the place clean, they do keep it pretty clean. Although in some areas it does smell of shit, but that's probably because someone's just shat themselves, so they can't really do much about that. But yeah, I guess a lot of hospitals have a lot of people shitting themselves. But yeah, so they lost that, or one of the staff members probably took it. You know, I'm not really that mad. I'd probably do the same. Like, a job like that's got its perks. People lose shit they forgot they lost because they're on drugs. Oh well, I'll have that. So I just went to buy my nan a new one, but there was no service in the hospital, so I had Amazon up on my phone ready to go on it when I got back, and drove to my nan's house and got in, still buzzing about my ear. I was like, I can't believe it. Yes, it looks way better now. Feels great. Well, not great, but doesn't hurt. Well, I haven't really tried prodding it today, so I wouldn't actually know if it's sensitive or not. I have knocked it once or twice. I'm not sure if just by reflex I flinched or if it's a little bit sensitive or tender. It probably is a little bit tender, but anyway. Had a bath with my nan's. She made me another bagel. I didn't even want a bagel, but I was like, you know what? I can't turn it down. You know, if someone offers you salmon, it's fucking superfood. I've got to take it. Salmon bagel, boom. Another bath. Baths are starting to really grow on me. You know, I'm not trying to be homosexual, but they're pretty dope. Get in the bath, listen to Bad Friends. She just wetted my hair. I bent over the bath just with my jeans. I literally had jeans still on. I just wanted her to get my hair wet, make sure I could cover my ear without it getting wet. And then of course she left me alone to get in the bath. Got in the bath, just chilled out. I knew I was running late, but I just like, man, the bath is so nice. I'm just gonna chill for a bit. And I came out. My nan actually gave me my granddad's old aftershave, and I was like, that's so interesting. This is a man who used to wear this aftershave, who's been dead for 12 years, and I'm now wearing his aftershave. And when I first put it on, it sort of knocked me, you know, it was like, whoa, this is like, it felt like its days have gone now, like it doesn't smell good. But then once the initial smell had gone, it's on my skin, it smelled amazing. And if I could model my relationship, or any relationship that I have in the future, hopefully with this one girl, if I could model it after a relationship I know, it would definitely be my nan and granddad on my dad's side. Especially how I mean, I didn't really get to know my granddad that well, because when he died, I was... It's not that hard maths, but I think I was younger than 10. Yeah, I was younger than 10, I was 9. So yeah, obviously at 9, you don't really... I mean, I had no interest in like his past career or jobs, he was just my granddad. And obviously I loved him, but being a kid, you don't really ask about things like money and stuff, but he did very well money-wise, and he left my nan with a house that she literally can't even go in all the rooms. I said, when's the last time you went in this room? She's like, oh, a few weeks ago. Oh, that's the fucking goal. To leave your wife, because unfortunately most of the time, men do go before their wives in the old age, just the way it goes. Men die first, most of the time statistically. Not all the time, my neighbour's wife died fucking many years ago. He's got a new wife now, Big G. Also rest in peace, his wife. But yeah, to leave your wife of just that comfortable, that's the ultimate goal. And to live a long, fulfilling life with that person is also massively appealing to me. Just with one person, that's all that matters. I mean, I suppose money is kind of secondary to that, to the person. And yeah, I mean, I don't really think my grandparents' relationship is very achievable nowadays with just the way people are. It's very tricky, and it'd be, yeah, much harder to do that nowadays. My nan told me that her father, my great granddad, who I never met, told her that she will not disgrace the house, meaning you won't go out and be a slag. And my nan told me that her father was terrified of having daughters, and I said, I'm fucking terrified of having daughters. If your father was in this age, he would have a fucking heart attack. Having a daughter in 2024 is fucking terrifying. Oh my god. Yeah, and he was terrified back then. Oh my god, he had it easy. But yeah, so some nice chats with my dad. I always like to have insights into how some people were that I would love to have a conversation with now, but unfortunately have died. But yeah, after that, got in my car and drove home. Bash bish bash bosh. I think I just got my bag, got my apron, and I got a backup shirt. Originally I asked my sister's boyfriend who works at the restaurant, I asked him if I could use the spare, there's a spare shirt in the staff room. I asked him if I could use that because my shirts were dirty. But I took my spare dirty in quotation marks. I don't think it smelt, but the worst part about smelling is you don't know that you smell. So I wanted to have an extra shirt or an extra clean shirt just to be extra sure. What do I need? What do I need? No, right, some of these. Let's move. And yeah, so just got the shirt, brushed my teeth, fucking left, filled up my water, got in and drove off for work. And the drive was fucking magical, let me tell you. The sun was just coming through the window. I wound the window down, it just had that wonderful like outside smell with a little bit of dampness on the soil and tarmac. Everybody knows that smell. And yeah, it just was a really feel good kind of day. And it was very, very nice. Especially after yesterday. I mean, yesterday wasn't even that bad. As I sort of realised, I was kind of overthinking. But oh, what a jump. Yeah, I mean, I suppose, yeah, I was a little bit like overthinking and worried, but I did feel shit. I noticed I also got one video view yesterday, which wasn't me, so what's up if you're watching? But basically, yeah, today was way better, and most of the reason that revolved around my feelings, or my negative feelings yesterday was um, not feeling like the conversations really popped with this girl that I'm extremely interested in. Um, but today it was much better, I feel, and I was just trying to be myself a little bit more and not force things. And I suppose it worked. It was just way nicer, and I suppose some promising sort of things today. But again, I don't want to just get ahead of myself and be weird. But yeah, turned up, changed shirts, smelled good. Pretty sure I smell good today. You know, sometimes I don't know and it's very worrying, but I'm pretty sure today I did smell bloody good. Because I could smell myself. I was like, oh my god, what's that smell? It's me. And obviously today was Sunday. Well, not obviously, I haven't said that yet. But today was Sunday, and the restaurant I work at, we're fully booked for Sundays many, many months ahead because the roasts are pretty well known. And yeah, it was a sort of busy day, but quite enjoyable. So some of the staff were kind of like being negative, and I was just in a good mood, you know. I'm basically in a good mood whenever I'm around this girl. Um, I try not to talk about it too much because it's just cheesy, but I really, really like her, which I've said many times. If I was to watch all these videos back to back, I'd probably get a fucking restraining order on me how much I talk about this person. But basically, the day was, I mean, pretty normal as far as service goes. And I mean, so the restaurant I work at is closed Monday, Tuesday, which means the next day we're open is on Valentine's Day. So we were setting up some of the tables differently because, of course, predominantly most Valentine's Day tables are couples, and yes, we're setting all the tables up for two and let some space in between. And yeah, I mean, me and this girl were kind of sitting in the different tables and chairs for perspective to make sure that like they're not too close to each other, like the tables aren't too close and not too weird to other couples. And you know, sort of had a few romantic jokes, me and this girl, and yeah, to be honest, it was kind of like a blink, really. I mean, I was stuck on cutlery for a long time because this other girl that was meant to be helping me didn't. She's a bit of a bitch. Well, she's not a bitch, she's just lazy. Um, and yeah, that didn't really matter though, because I was just happy to be on the same shift as this other girl who I'm very interested in. I suppose I should give her like a fucking name or something. I don't really want to use real names, but like I said, I think this girl will just have to do. Um, yeah, but our interactions felt really. I keep using the word magical, but it's such a gay word, but it is literally the only one that feels fitting, right? Our interactions felt sparkling again. That's even gayer. And kitchen, I made the kitchen laugh again. You know, I was feeling. Yeah, it was just a fucking good day, man. And when it came to the end, obviously yesterday I left early because this girl that I wanted to speak to was still inside the restaurant because there was one table, even after the bar had shut. They were just sitting there. They were just sitting there talking, which was really annoying, guys, by the way. If you never worked in hospitality and the entire restaurant staff is waiting for you to get up and leave, you're a fucking wanker. And these guys are waiting and waiting, so the managers told us that most of us can clock out and go home because they can't be paying us just for doing nothing, which I understand. And caused me to. I mean, I waited outside yesterday. I waited outside for maybe like 15 minutes, and then I was like, right, if I just keep waiting, I'm gonna look needy. Like I waited to talk to her, which is just weird. Well, I guess not specifically her, because there is a group of people, but it's just still a little bit weird. And I thought, if I leave now, then maybe my presence will be more valuable because I'm not constantly around. And I suppose to some effect it may have worked, because today we all came out at the same time, which is more common, and she turned and asked me if are you staying for a chat? And oh my god, my brain like fucking lit up. I was like, no way, she just asked me that. And I mean, I don't know, maybe it's really not that big of a deal, but I felt flattered because she didn't ask anyone else that. And one thing that scares me a little bit is I think that our conversations are really like magical to both of us, but sometimes I see just her eyes are so pretty, they fucking hypnotise me. And I look at her talk to just other, like, even female colleagues. She's got her eyes kind of stay a little bit consistent, and I'm like, fuck, maybe that's just how she is with everyone. But I don't know. I feel like there is something special to me and her. But maybe it's wishful thinking. I don't know, but I genuinely feel like there is. And I'm still gonna give the flowers and maybe ask her out on that hunch. For those of you who are just watching today, no, I'm not a bitch. I would have asked her out a long time ago, but she has a boyfriend, so it makes it a little bit complicated. If she didn't have a boyfriend, I would have asked her out a long fucking time ago. Long time ago. It probably would have been quite simple, but unfortunately, it's not quite. But yeah, so she asked me if I was staying, which I was like, oh my god. So she does want to talk to me, and yeah, it was just me and a few of the other staff, including her. You know, I just wanted them all to fucking leave. I'm like, guys, shut the fuck up, you know? I literally just wanted to talk to her. The other people were interrupting and saying weird shit. And I was like, man, fuck's sake, man. But you know, I can't have her all to myself. Is this the right one? Yes. I'm gonna take this with me. What the fuck am I doing? Fuck's sake, why did I do that in the first place? But yeah. So, chatted to her for a bit. It turns out I looked at her. I just downloaded Instagram again on my phone today. I just wanted to. Oh no, I don't have any cobble. Oh fuck's sake. Actually, just put that down. Yeah. So I chatted to her for a little bit, and yeah, when I re-downloaded Instagram, her story came up. I kind of braced myself, and whenever I look at her story, I'm like, oh, please don't be your fucking boyfriend. And it was actually a Minecraft video. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? Minecraft? And obviously, I had to ask. I was like, yo, I saw your Instagram story. Do you play Minecraft? And she was like, yeah, I used to play it loads. I used to play it till like 4 in the morning when I was a kid. And I was like, are you in my head, I was like, are you joking me? Like, she was already my absolute dream girl. And it's like, now, if there's a higher power, they're just trolling me now. You're just fucking trolling me. How are you going to put this in front of me and be like, oh yeah, she has a boyfriend though? What the fuck, man? Now I have to do something. Before obviously I really liked her, but now it's like, there's no choice. This has to work. Yeah. So, update, the girl of my dreams, who is already funny, gorgeous, ambitious, now also plays Minecraft. So, wow. That's all I have to say. So I asked her a little bit about that, asked her some questions, and yeah, she's not like one of these casual players. Like a lot of these girls just played it once, but then they mention it sometimes because they think it's quirky. She actually played it pretty like, oh no, oh shit. She actually plays it like pretty in depth, I think, from what I can tell from the question. I only asked her some brief questions, but from what I can tell, she actually plays it pretty in depth, and yeah, I yeah. So I mean, and when we left, I was actually parked right next to her, and when we left, she actually made. Oh yeah, she also made me a cappuccino today because uh, I don't remember how it came up, but how did it come up? What the fuck? Oh yeah, so oh my god, that was it. So we were kind of just. I was by the coffee machine, and she was talking to this crazy waiter who I mentioned yesterday, who just says he's like 60 years old, and he just says crazy shit. Everyone thinks he's nuts, but he is fucking nuts. And yeah, so I overheard that conversation, and we sort of just looked at each other and laughed. And then she turns to me and she just starts talking about coffee for like 2 straight minutes. And then we're just, I mean, yeah, just a simple conversation like that. I just remember everything, which is fucking so weird. I don't do that with anyone else. But she then uh said, "Oh, I'm making a cappuccino. Do you want one?" I was like, "All right, I've never had one before. Let me try one." And it's actually really good. And so when I left, I said, "Thanks for the cappuccino." And also, she has a audition tomorrow, so I said, "And good luck on the audition." And then I sped off like a fucking G. I know she maybe found that really cringy, probably, because I hear that a lot of girls, especially in shit cars like mine, find boys driving quick cringy. So maybe I cringed out a little bit, but I'm sure I can overcome that. But yeah, next time I see her will be Wednesday. I'm gonna get those flowers. I've got a lot to do tomorrow. Oh, I need strength from these motherfuckers. Guys, looting, yes. Um, yeah, lots to do tomorrow. I've got to send lots of letters, and I'm gonna find the perfect flowers. I'm very, yeah, lots to do tomorrow. I'm excited. Sped off when I got home. I had some roast, like scraps, on from the restaurant, and they were really good. They were really good. Literally had a bit of pork, lamb, fillet steak that somebody almost threw out. I stopped them throwing it out. And also I finished off my waffle mixture because my nan. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention my nan gave me fucking Nutella when I saw her. It's like literally everything's just worked perfectly today. Um, and yeah, it's fucking fantastic. End the video here because this has been a really long one. But yeah, that was it. That was my day.